Okay, this is GamerBlave and we're back with Blave in Fallout 4. And if you watched the last video, you know that we went to the Museum of Witchcraft and encountered a gigantic deathclaw there, and it was pretty intense. But we managed to emerge victorious there, mostly because I came back here and got some firepower on account of the fact that I got really scared and decided that excessive firepower was warranted. But I still that battle was not the most smooth battle in the entire playthrough by any means, but it worked out in the end. In this one, I actually want to do another Miscellaneous Quest. Explore the combat zone. I've been feeling very combat-y lately. We had a couple of videos that were very role-playing heavy, and I do like role-playing elements. Don't misinterpret that to mean that, I don't want to do role-playing aspects of the game. I certainly do. If you've been watching this series, you know that I try to read everything that I encounter, and I want to play the game as thoroughly as I can in that regard as well. But, I also really like to, try out new equipment and things like that. Now, if you've been watching recently, and let me go ahead and start traveling towards this zone while I'm talking. Recently, I've been wearing, mostly for weight reasons, the Kellogg's, what Kellogg was wearing when we killed him, Kellogg's outfit, which had 20 or 24 armor that was kind of distributed among all your body parts. So it was kind of like 6 more or less armor on all of your body, but it was a lot lighter than wearing something like combat armor because, each armor has its own weight. So I just switched in between the last video and this video to two distinct pieces. So I went through and upgraded individual pieces, mostly combat armor. Actually, you can tell that the right shoulder here is not combat armor, but the rest of it pretty much is, and upgraded it to the best that I could, which is, I believe, I guess you can't really see what it is. Inspect, actually I guess I can. Polymer. And the chest, let's see, yeah, that's also polymer. So we have considerably more damage resistance than we did. And I had originally anticipated, I gave Nick the laser rifle that I had been carrying in the last video to help him do more damage against the Deathclaw. And I'm going to leave that with him for a little while because I hadn't really been using it very much. And I think, having him be a little bit more combat effective is going to be a good thing. But, hopefully I won't regret. Hopefully I'm not going to regret giving that to him. Because
one of my cases dead end in Boston Common.
I certainly don't want to, need. Ooh, look at this. We have got a lot of guys up here. So we've got the turret. There we go. I thought he was throwing a grenade. We had a couple of pretty bad misses there. There we go. Let's just... Are we out? We're out of AP because I was holding my breath. There we go. What did you say, Nick? I can't read. Now, I turned on subtitles a few videos ago.
Oh, someone should make use of it.
And regardless of you know, what you think about subtitles, you know, on the surface. I have found that they are handy in terms of identifying who you're dealing with out in the field. Now I'm going away from where I was actually trying to get. Because evidently I'm supposed to go 30 meters over in this direction. So, guess I don't really need to be over there. But, for instance, if you don't know who people are, but you hear their voices, if you don't know if they're hostile or not, it will say, for instance, that. It said Raider Scum, so I know right away that they are hostile. Of course, in the universe of Fallout, it does not seem, in general, that we're dealing with a great deal of non-hostile forces. They do seem to largely be
What a waste of event.
out to take our lives. Not a lot of diversity in terms of life philosophy. Silver Shroud radio signal found and lost. Now, I wonder if that is... Hold on a second.
Galaxy News Radio. When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man
Interesting.
lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, The Mechanist Unmasked.
I don't want to walk back in that direction because it's gonna...
Over a pit of fire. Reminds me of our adventure against the Chelsea Mingler, mistress.
Indeed, stalwart Shroud. But that malformed murderer was but a muppet compared to the malignancy of the Mechanist.
Malignant, am I? No, mistress of
Well, I may have to go back there and listen to that again at some point. I'm not sure if that's going to be actually, you know, a clue in terms of the Silver Shroud quest, because I do have a Silver Shroud quest line. If you recall a couple of episodes ago, if you watched those, where I went to the Silver Shroud, I guess where they had done the Silver Shroud radio shows, and I've got a couple of items in my inventory, the Silver Shroud uniform and the prop gun, but I can't take them out of my inventory. It says they're quest items, so I've got to go do some Silver Shroud stuff, and perhaps listening to that radio signal is going to lead me in that direction. This does not look positive. Let me see. Raider, except for they're green. And they look to be tied up? What is going on? Combat zone this way. Keep your beefs on the streets. Tommy's rule number 1, no fighting outside the cage. Tommy's rule number 2, no caps, no entry. Tommy's rule number 3, no begging, no loitering. Oh, so is the combat zone kind of like a arena, or an arena, excuse me. Okay, so the last time that I tried to hack a terminal, likeness is 2. Let's see, robbers. So it couldn't be robbers. Elected. Can't, that's got more than that. Armored. Could be armored. Okay, so it looks like it's going to end with ED. So what we've got... Escaped. Likeness is 3. Related. Let's try a couple of... In the last video, and I had heard some hints to this effect, but I'd never tried it out until the last video, that you can find these combinations in here that will, either tries reset there, so let's try another one. Let's see, succeed. So we've got escaped, succeed. It's not gonna be that one. Related.
There we go.
There we go. Thought it was gonna be that one based on the similarities, but might as well give it a try just to make sure. Okay, accessing mag locks. So, not sure if we're just about to... Oh, no, that's going to take us into here. A lead pipe. A safe. I wonder if they're going to be very happy about us looting the goods here. Why not? I'll take that too. Just for the sake of thoroughness.
Oh, they're gonna love you.
Huh. I'm not so sure about this. I am not so sure about this. I don't...
That concludes this round. Hate is the undisputed winner. And who's this? Come on down where we can see ya.
I don't know if I am wanting...
Buddy, I'd find some cover quick.
Looks like someone got lost.
What the?
Let's eat this.
Something out.
Well, they're not very tough. They are not tough at all. Oh shoot, that guy rung my bell. Okay.
Well, aren't you the day?
Whoops. Accidental. Don't you die on me. That guy's head exploded. Nice. Let's finish this in style.
You think they
There we go.
We don't want any trouble. Not anymore, at least.
Sure made a mess of it.
Keep your head up, you damn coward.
To heck with that. I'm too pretty to go out like this.
Nice.
Good at this point.
Why don't you come over here? Show us you don't mean no harm.
All right.
So you want to talk this out like civilized? Is it over? Well, that could have gone worse.
I don't know. Seemed quite the performance from where I was standing.
How's it going, Tommy?
I guess that could have gone worse.
I don't know. Seemed quite the performance from where I was standing.
Are you fucking high or something? Why am I asking? Of course you are.
Still won the fight, didn't I?
You're strung out and getting sloppy is what you are. Of course, I suppose you ain't got to worry about that now. Seems this one just put us out of business. I'm not sure if I should kiss you or have my little bird here feed you your own entrails.
I told you to quit calling me that.
Well, they were raiders and they jumped me, so that's pretty much what I do.
What is this place?
Not from around here, huh? This is the combat zone. Finest arena in the Commonwealth. Kate here's the headliner. 100+ matches, undefeated. We used to serve a more legit clientele. But about 2 years ago, a gang of raiders rolled in and we became a more exclusive establishment. Up until you took our entire client base out of the gene pool and put us out of business, that is.
Well, maybe now you can go back to the other clientele.
I'm sorry. It just seemed like you guys might be in trouble.
Trouble? Nah. But keeping those idiots entertained was what kept the lights on. Not exactly sure what we're gonna do now.
To hell with them. More'll come. Just need a quick breather and I'll be ready to go.
A breather? What? So you can slam more of that junk into your arm now? Now, you know what? I think this was a blessing in disguise. You caught the end of that bout. What'd you think of Kate's work?
I did not see it.
Not sure. I didn't catch the whole thing.
Yeah, I guess you were pretty busy cleaning house. Impressive work. Makes me think you're good enough to do me a favor. So here's my predicament. I suddenly got no audience. No audience means I got no caps coming in. And if you ain't bringing in caps, little bird, you ain't an asset. You're a liability. To me, and to yourself. So, here's what I'm thinking. What say I let you take over her contract? She goes with you, watches your back. Look, you'd be doing me a favor while I try to get the place back in order. What do you say?
Me? And him?
Now, this guy's a piece of work, isn't he? Evidently, she's pretty tough, though.
I'd like to know what Kate thinks.
Don't I get a say in all this?
That ain't how a contract works. Besides, you really want to stay here? No audience, no caps, no one to talk to, but yours truly.
Jesus. Point taken.
Atta girl. So, she's on board. Now what about you?
Now, this is something I'm curious about. So, this is a little bit... So I can pop my charisma stuff on really quick. Jump back into the conversation.
Why would you want her to go with me?
Yeah, Tommy. Just
Oh,
what the hell you trying to
no
get-
dice.
Maybe I just think you deserve some time off. Maybe I like this one's face. I don't know. I usually got a good sense about this sort of thing. So what do you say?
I'm kind of curious to see where this goes. I do like Valentine, though. And I'm guessing that she's more like a melee fighter, so I'm not really sure that that's going to be very useful, but I can always tell her to get lost, I guess.
Sure. I could use someone watching my back.
Good. It's settled then. And here, take this. It's the purse from the last fight. Exterminator's fee.
Now just wait a second. What exactly are you gonna do without me here?
You don't need to worry about me. I'll get this place set up right. Maybe find a less blood-soaked clientele. Now get the hell out of here. You ain't welcome anymore, little bird.
You're a real son of a bitch. You know that, Tommy?
You don't have to tell me.
I guess you just come find me then when you want to head out.
That is really strange. To say the least. Pocketed reinforced combat chest armor. Sturdy raider right arm.
I'm actually looking for a right arm. Whoops. To replace the... Oh, I'm naked. To replace the right arm that I've got. One, it's kind of unsightly. If I ever do want to do third-person shooting, it just seems kind of like in the way. Because it's gigantic. So, I need to keep my lookout for a combat armor or something else. In that fact, this guy really either flew back here when I shot him, that gigantic 44, Or he was just way back there to begin with. Probably was way back there to begin with. But it's kind of fun to think that he launched back there. Okay, what else do we got in here that we have not already? Ooh!
Nice.
Now able to build potted plants at settlement workshops. A magazine. So, I guess, you know, I'll have to tell Valentine to take a hike, and we're gonna see if... I don't really need other food. And we're gonna see if she can come with us. Now, it has been something that I've been meaning to do for a while, and I keep forgetting to do it. May do it here in a minute. We did level up in the last video, and have not actually picked a perk yet, so we need to do that soon. And I also need to go up here and take these guys' stuff. These raiders were really just kind of sad. They did not have some stim packs. Presumably some more stim packs in here. They were not well equipped. You know, just dealing with some pipe pistols, things like that. So they were definitely were not doing very much damage with me, or to me. And they certainly were not well armored. They did not take very much damage at all when I started shooting them. So, every now and again it is pretty funny to get to some enemies who just can't deal with what we've got to offer. Stim pack, definitely taking it. Gotta make sure that I thoroughly loot everything. Couldn't possibly. Med X. Nice. Couldn't possibly live with myself if I left something behind, although I'm sure that I missed some stuff. I was commenting in a recent video how I'm certain that I've missed, I have to have missed a bobblehead, because it's been a significant number of videos. It seems like a very long time since I've actually found a bobblehead. So, I pretty much have to have missed one. At this point. At least one. Which is kind of a bummer. And therefore I live for the bobbleheads! Okay, so I think that we have pretty thoroughly looted this area here. Oh, I guess I need to go talk to her and get her as a companion. Don't I? What am I doing leaving? Wasting time is what I'm doing. Something that I excel at. In very, very many regards. Now, these two guys here, I guess, I'm not going to just execute them as they're tied up. But, they're tied up. Let's see what...
For me, I swear, if I wasn't tied down.
Yep. Will not cause them to become hostile. They don't really have anything that's particularly worth pickpocketing them over. Although I'm sure they don't really have anything... Or, I mean, if they were to become hostile, it would not be much of a threat. Combat armor left arm, unfortunately, combat armor right arm. That's what I needed. So, actually, I think there was an armor workshop right up here, wasn't there? Or did I see something that was not there? An armor workbench. Let's go ahead and see if I can... Oh, I don't have any stuff on me. Of course, hold on a second. I need... Oh, adhesive. I would need a bunch of adhesive and some leather in order to do that. Oh! Can't believe I missed this. There's some adhesive right there. Cannot believe that I almost missed that stuff. That was some good, high-quality merchandise there, too. Well, I suppose I can get at least some of the leather from these guys. I suppose that would probably be a good idea. And I can... I will definitely have already sped this up. But I need, because I've already burned a bunch of leather doing my recent upgrades. So getting a few extra leather here, definitely ideal. Still won't have the necessary adhesive. But that was not what I wanted. Come on, get off of that. This is what I want. Craft. Scrap. Scrap. Make sure we don't scrap that combat armor. Oh, we need 2 more adhesive in order to get it all the way to 12, which is really what I want. That being said, I could get it to 11 right now, but that would be kind of a waste of 2 adhesive if I immediately plan to upgrade it to the other.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and talk to her.
So, you're ready to head out?
Sure.
Ready.
About time I got out of this place. Let's go.
And I'm going to go ahead and send Nick to the Red Rocket truck stop. Don't know why it won't let me send him to Sanctuary Hills. And Kate and I will go there as well. So I can... Whoa! She's juicing. She is a juicing. But that way I can actually upgrade my combat armor. And this video may end up being a little shorter than my normal videos, but I think that probably is actually a decent place to wrap this one up, to break for this one. Because we did complete that quest, and if I were to go off on another quest, it would probably end up being a pretty long video. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and go into my level up screen and pick a level, and then I'm going to go and shoot, modify my armor. I couldn't think. So let's see, we aren't going to be getting toughness for a while. The next level of commando has been something that I have been eyeballing for a while. I really have been kind of wanting to get this science perk because there are some modifications that I just don't have access to right now that would be really nice to have. But, you know, obviously in order to get that, I would have the prerequisite of having to put one into intelligence in order to even, you know, get to that point. So, not sure if I'm going to do that at this point. Okay, I think I'm going to go with the second level of commando because I've been using my assault rifle a little bit more and I have been wanting that extra damage. I was kind of tempted by lead belly because the no radiation from eating or drinking is really tempting. However, since I took that life giver perk, the last one where I slowly regenerate lost health, I have been eating and drinking a lot less because, you know, a lot of my eating and drinking was done after battles, and most of the time after battle, I just let my regeneration heal me. So I'm going to go ahead and get my additional 20% damage with my automatic weapons.
And to cap it off here, I go ahead and craft. Whoops. Well, I guess I can go ahead and rename this. Now, I rename the combat armor, or the armor that I'm wearing, for the same reason that I was renaming my weapons. It's just to be able to keep it compartmentalized in my inventory, so I know just where it is, and don't have to look around for it. And let's go ahead, and I can't scrap this one because it is a legendary. But it looks so ugly that I just really don't want it. Whoops, I didn't mean to go back in there. I wanted to store it.
So let's go ahead and equip our new armor. And transfer this one back. And that will wrap up pretty much everything that I want to do. I'm going to, you know, of course, do a little bit more minutia inventory management and the like in between this video and the next, as I usually do. But that's pretty much going to be it for this one. So, if you like the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you liked it a lot and you want to see more content like this or any other games that I may be playing, and you're not already subscribed to the channel, then go ahead and subscribe. But regardless, as always, thanks for watching. And we're going to pick up right here next time.